Hello and welcome to class. Now, what are redox processes? A redox process is a short form for reduction and oxidation. This simply means that during a redox reaction, reduction and oxidation, which are two opposing and complementary reactions, occur simultaneously. So if we have two reactants A plus B giving us C, when A is being oxidized, then it means that B is being reduced, such that when reactant A is being oxidized, reactant B is being reduced. Now let's look at oxidation and reduction and compare the two processes so that we can easily identify them when we see any redox reaction. So what is oxidation? Oxidation is the addition of oxygen or the removal of hydrogen from a substance. Now, if this is what oxidation is in terms of oxygen and hydrogen, therefore it means that reduction is the removal of oxygen and the addition of hydrogen. Recall that these two processes are opposing and complementary and they occur simultaneously. Now let's look at this example. I have magnesium burning in air to give magnesium oxide. In this process, oxygen has been added to magnesium. Therefore, this is an example of oxidation reaction. In the second example here, I have copper reacting with zinc oxide to give copper oxide and zinc. In this process, oxygen has been removed from zinc, leaving us with copper oxide and zinc. Therefore, the removal of oxygen makes this reaction a reduction reaction. In terms of the transfer of electrons, oxidation is the loss of electrons. That means when you notice that an atom loses one or more electrons, then that process is an oxidation process. For instance, sodium with atomic number 11, meaning that it has 11 electrons, has lost one electron here, leaving it with 10 electrons. In this case, sodium has been oxidized to sodium ion. The loss of electron describes oxidation reactions, while when one or more electrons are gained by an atom, it is a reduction reaction. For instance, this is oxygen gaining electrons here. We can also consider oxidation and reduction reactions in terms of oxidation number. To understand more about oxidation number, watch the video I've done on how to calculate oxidation number. Now, how do you identify which reaction is oxidation and which reaction is reduction? When you notice an increase in oxidation number of an atom, then it means that oxidation has taken place. And when you notice a decrease in the oxidation number of an atom, it means reduction. So take note, oxidation is the increase in oxidation number, while reduction is the decrease in oxidation number. Now, there is another concept that is very important in understanding redox reactions, and these concepts are reducing agents and oxidizing agents. Please take note that reducing agents undergo oxidation, while oxidizing agents undergo reduction. Now, let's look at this example. Which reactant is undergoing oxidation? The reactant undergoing oxidation is carbon. Therefore, carbon is the reducing agent. Then which reactant is undergoing reduction? Zinc oxide is undergoing reduction. Therefore, zinc oxide is the oxidizing agent. Let's look at the second example. Sodium is undergoing oxidation. Therefore, sodium is the reducing agent, while oxygen is undergoing reduction. Therefore, oxygen is the oxidizing agent. So I want you to try out these activities. List the oxidizing and reducing agents in the following. We have water reacting with fluorine to give hydrogen fluoride and oxygen gas. Then we have iron chloride reacting with chlorine to give iron 3 chloride.